Warning. If you are one that is easily triggered, click off now. These are cold facts, ugly truths, and my opinion. You've been warned.
Can we talk about how hard it is to leave the good guy? One, when you say, I want a divorce, and he's like, no, I want to work this out. Everything's going to be fine. We can get through this. And he's so encouraging and everything's just so fucking peachy keen, right? We talk about how I'm manipulated into staying because he's a good guy. He does nothing wrong. Like, the only thing he's guilty of is being lazy and not putting in effort like we did when we were in the beginning of our relationship, like any other marriage. He doesn't beat me, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't take money from me, but he downplays my emotions. I don't think he fully understands me. And we've talked about this, y'all. This has all been in counseling, but how do you leave the good guy? I'm having like an internal battle right now because like I want to leave. I want to file divorce papers and I want to freaking run to Maine or something. I mean, am I the crazy one? Am I the crazy one? Because I keep it.
You damn the fuck right, you crazy. Bitch. You crazy. You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand why are people getting together or getting married, let alone getting together, but getting married. And your partner don't understand you. You don't feel as though they understand you fully. This is not just something that's on set. You get what I'm saying? This is something that you known from the jump. You knew that he did not understand you, so why? Why? Please, for the love of God, tell me why you married this man. If you already knew this was going to be the intended outcome. Well, I ain't going to say intended outcome. But y'all know what I mean. Some ladies are so complicated. I'm not going to say all of y'all, because not all of y'all are like this, but women can be so complicated. And they expect happiness to be an everlasting emotion. Once you get married, it's like this magic happens. You get what I'm saying? Like a miracle takes place and negates all troubles and turmoils and ill will and bodily harm. It's like they, I don't know. It's like they got this vision in their head, but they know that that's not real life. But they got this vision in their head, like this is exactly what's gonna happen. If I get married or if I have this child, everything is gonna just magically resolve itself. Nah, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit one bit. It never worked like that. So now you 5, 10 years in, and you on fucking Tinder, you on motherfucking POF looking for a sneaky link because you don't want to divorce this man. You don't know how to come to grips with yourself. So you trying to fuck a motherfucker on the side, right? You trying to hit that dick on the side, right? Right? Trying to feel alive again, some shit like that. But you already knew in your heart of hearts that you shouldn't have never went through with this. But you trying to persuade, or you trying to persuade your friends on Facebook. You trying to persuade friends, family, colleagues alike that your life is just perfect, picture made, cookie cutter. It's not like that. And the people you trying to showboat for, they don't give a fuck about you anyway. So you doing it for what? You better off being alone. You can do bad by yourself, shorty. That's what we trying to tell these women. Like, you already knew that this was not the optimal decision, but you still go through this. You still go through with the decision. You follow your heart instead of your mind, and you know when you follow your heart instead of your mind, that a lot of the times those decisions are made out of what's the word I'm looking for? Impulse. Those are impulsive decisions. You can be anything you want to be for the first 6 months, first year, but then when those cracks in that armor or the chinks in the armor start showing, when that skeleton start poking out the closet, then you want to reconsider. But a lot of the times, all of these things were present from the gate. You just decided not to acknowledge them. Because when people fall in love, it's literally like they have blinders on. They cannot see this person doing any wrong. Anything this person does is either downplayed, right, by that person that's seeing it, that's getting perceived by, is getting downplayed, or they're thinking that they can change this person eventually. Never works that way.
Throwing these fits and fighting with him, I look legit crazy because I literally stay in bed all day lot of that is because if I don't stay in bed all day, I will nitpick him. And I didn't start doing this until like last year. Like, I don't, because I'm so unhappy with myself that I will nitpick him and tear him apart. So if I stay in bed, I won't be mean. So tired. I'm so tired. And I'm only sharing this because I swear to God I promise transparency. And I swear to God I promise the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I am struggling today. But this has been an ongoing struggle for the past like 6 months of my marriage. And I've said it here and there in videos, but I've never gotten this raw. I'm tired of marriage counseling. I'm tired of trying. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready for a divorce. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally at my capacity. I feel like I'm stretched thin. I feel like I can't describe it. But I am not okay today.
Let's just go through a couple of these comments because I already know it's gonna be some bull. How do you patient? You won't do better. You need some therapy. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That's exactly what I was going to touch on. Let's keep reading a little bit more. Leave that man so you can find his wife. So he can find his wife. Good look, bro. Imagine how exhausted the guy is. Leave, walk out, run to Maine. He deserves better. I'm just so unhappy with myself. Start there. Being lazy, not putting in effort, and downplaying emotions are not characteristics of a good guy. Your feelings are valid. She literally said the problem. I pick him apart because of how unhappy I am. Everything else is a feeling. It's feelings talk. He deserves better. Just leave him. Don't take his kids. Don't have my house. This is all on you. Yes, leave him so that man can go find someone who accepts him and finds peace. Oh, well, okay. Well, we just read like the first 10 comments and they're pretty much on point, right? Okay. So let's just talk about it, bro. What happens is your problems that you think you have, right? Quote unquote, think you have, the problems that are they feel like they're amplified because you have nothing to compare them to. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Right? You never know what you have until you lose it. I'm gonna say it again. You never know what you have until you lose it. So what you're saying sounds like the comment section say, it starts with you. If you're unhappy with yourself, you need to seek counseling. He can only do so much. You see what I'm saying? If you're not happy with yourself, the relationship is gonna ultimately fail because of the self-work or the self-development you failed to accomplish. You get what I'm saying? Or build. So it's like, start with yourself first. Start with yourself. I wouldn't say leave him, but if you must divorce him and go to Maine, I promise you get into another relationship, you're not gonna get into a better situation. If that is the totality of your problems, he downplays my feelings. What does downplaying your emotions or your feelings? What's the context behind it, right? Like, are you upset because I didn't do the dishes or didn't take the trash out when you wanted me to do it? Something like that. Or is it something bigger? We need more context behind that. But I can almost guarantee that whatever you're bickering about, whatever you're upset about, it has to do with you. It has nothing to do with that man. And if you decide to go through his divorce, you can go to Maine, you're not going to be the main character. I can tell you that. If you go to Maine, you will not be the main character in the next relationship you're in. Because you're going to get into a relationship and then the likelihood of you finding somebody better than him is less or lower than you finding a man that's going to do you dirty. He doesn't beat on you, he doesn't cheat on you, right? That's half the population. So it's like you got to toss up at this point. When you leave that man, you get into another relationship and you're going to see, oh, damn, I should have just worked on my marriage. I should have just stuck it out with this guy and pushed for, at the very least, contentment. Is that a word? Contentment. To be content, right? Because you're not going to be happy 100% of the time. It's never going to be that way. That's just life. But if you can be content in y'all situation and then y'all have the things where it ebbs and flows, you got to go through your hardships, and then you have your high points and stuff like that, y'all will be okay. But it ultimately starts with you, and how your mental health is affecting the relationship. You can't project what you're going through onto somebody else, right? If y'all been to marriage counseling and all of that, it's not you're getting counseling for the wrong thing, shorty. Work on yourself. Even if y'all have to do a separation 6 months to a year so you can get yourself together. And hopefully I don't got no kids and stuff that makes things more complicated. But if you can just get that time apart, and that don't mean go sleeping, don't mean get on whatever dating app you want to and start sleeping with other guys, that's not improving yourself or developing or getting your mental state back in check. No, I'm saying really be by yourself, do what you need to do to get yourself back into that mental space, that positive mental space, so that you can have a clear thought of mind. And I bet money you will appreciate your marriage more than when you left. Right? But I don't know. But I do know one thing. Make sure I dot y'all's cross your T's. If y'all want one-on-one consultation, the link will be in the description and pinned in the first comment. It's your boy Alex. Catch y'all on the next one.